Warm welcome everyone to this evening's meditation session. If you'd like to get yourselves nice and comfortable, you can do this meditation seated. You can do it on a chair with a pillow propped underneath your sitting bones. You can do it seated on the floor with a pillow propped underneath your sitting bones, or you can do this lying down. If you're lying down, get yourself somewhere nice and comfortable and warm, perhaps placing just a blanket over your body as well. So yeah, just getting yourself nice and warm for the next half an hour. And if you are seated, just lengthening through the spine. And then perhaps also maybe if you're lying down, just gently rolling those shoulders a couple of times too. Maybe rolling them in the opposite direction. We tend to hold quite a lot of tension in the shoulders and the back from all the sitting that we do with today's modern world of work. And then just releasing those shoulders away from the ears. And then I invite you all to just gently close your eyes, take a light gaze, whatever is feeling right for you this evening. And let's just begin now by just arriving. As you arrive, settle into the space. So really just starting to tune in and become aware of your outside surroundings, so the room that you're in. And perhaps just noticing if there's any external sensations arising in that room. So maybe some sounds, sound of my voice. There might be some distant sounds just coming from outside of the room as well. And the temperature in the room, what's the temperature like against your skin? And are there any lingering smells? A smell of food or anything else, perfumes or candles? Just noticing, just tuning in with your senses. I'd like you to tune in as an observer, as a witness. So trying not to form any judgment around what you're noticing, what you're watching. Just observing with curiosity. And as those senses come towards you, just spending just a moment with them. And then see if you can just release and let go. And as you release and let go of just observing the external sensations, I'd just like you to get a sense for, the openness of the space that you're in, the expanse of the space. And I'd like you to visualize or imagine that, there's a lot of bright light energy that's in the room. And that bright light energy is nice and warm and calming and nurturing. And it fills the whole room. And then that bright light energy is just softly, just softly stroking you essentially. Filling you with love and joy and kindness. So as you next inhale, inhaling in that love and kindness and joy. And send that all the way down into the body. So perhaps sending it down towards your feet. And then filling the feet, filling the legs, filling the pelvis, filling the torso, shoulders, arms, and the head. And then as you exhale, just visualize or imagine that you're exhaling out any unwanted tension. So just spend a few moments here now just visualizing, inhaling this calming, nurturing, soft, light energy of love. And perhaps visualize exhaling out this tension, this tightness. And as you do this, just observing where you're holding tightness in the body. So just spending a few moments breathing in this lovely, nurturing, kind energy. And then exhaling out tension, but becoming aware of where that's coming from. Now, as you become aware where that's coming from, I'd like you to just pinpoint that. And do take your focus and your awareness there for a moment. And I'd just like you to notice what's arising from that place. Thoughts, feelings, emotions. And just allow them to come. Allow yourself to feel. And as you allow yourself to feel, and just noticing if there is any resistance to allowing yourself to feel, because we have a habit of pushing things away or pushing things down. Can we allow things to come up? And can you just identify what that tightness, that tension might be saying, or what that tension is leading you to believe? And there might be all sorts of different things coming up now. So things you might not like or might not like to hear. Whether that's coming from the mind or from the body. It's just a useful exercise just to sit with our thoughts, our feelings and our emotions. To truly feel them and to truly be able to let go. And whatever beliefs have arisen from that tightness that you might be feeling, I'd like you to, from your heart space or from a wise part of yourself, that wise nurturing part of yourself, I'd like you to, how would you speak to that tension, to that tightness, to that emotion? What does it need to hear from that wise part of you? So see if you can just spend a moment just telling your tension what it needs. Just say it over and over again what it needs. If you're a visual person, you can perhaps visualize that part of you kindly nurturing or wrapping up that tension softly, embracing it. Just telling it exactly what it needs. Spending a few more moments here with this nurturing support. that we have within us. Now, if you're finding it difficult to find a nurturing aspect of yourself, you could perhaps visualize or imagine someone that you know that is very kind and compassionate and caring. And you could just imagine or visualize that they're giving you the support that you need, whether that's verbally or through physical contact, through touch. Okay, so on your next big inhale, inhaling that loving light energy that is surrounding us. And on your next exhale, I'd like you to exhale out the mouth and just sigh it all out. Sigh out that tension. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale it all out. Take another deep inhale. And then sigh it all out. And as you sigh it all out, just allow your body to soften. Allow the back of the head to soften, just feeling all points of contact softening in towards the earth. As you allow your body to soften, allow the breath to soften. So we're just going to spend a few more moments just with our breath here, just anchoring into the breath before we move into a body scan. So just start to notice the rhythm and the quality of your breath. Observing it. Noticing it. Noticing if there's a sense of steadiness and ease. And again, just noticing if there is any sort of tightness still. So we might have been holding tightness in the body. You can also hold tightness in the breath. So just observing, just watching for a few more moments. Breath can tell you a lot about where your mind's space is at, where your body is at as well, whether we're feeling relaxed or whether we're a little bit stressed, a little bit tender. Okay, so just noticing if you're feeling tightness or openness with the breath. We're going to really start to slow and steady and send that breath down into the belly space. So taking a deep inhale through the nose. Allow the belly to expand, perhaps taking your hands onto your belly. And on the exhale, allow that belly to fall. Deep inhale, allow the belly to expand. Filling up that pelvic bowl, filling up at the sides, at the back as well. And exhale, gently allow it to fall. So on your next inhale, inhaling nicely and deeply, can you have a pause between the inhale and the exhale? So perhaps pausing for a count of 4. So maybe inhaling for 4, pausing for 4, exhaling for 4. So inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And pause and then continue. So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes here with this belly breathing just to center and anchor into the breath. And whilst you're here with your belly breath, just noticing as well if the mind is sort of with you here in this breath, or if the mind is wandering elsewhere, and if it is, that's okay. Just send it love and kindness, and then just keep refocusing back on this breath. 2 minutes. Okay, so just coming back to center, letting go of the counting breath. Just noticing your internal environment. And we're just going to work on a body scan, just to go a little bit deeper into relaxing and easing the body. And whilst we're relaxing and easing the body, I'd like you to, just be aware of your breath. The breath can be spontaneous and natural, but see if you can keep it nice and rhythmic, and perhaps keeping your focus and your attention at the nostrils as well, and at the belly at the same time. See how that works for you. So just allow the back of the head just to continue to rest and relax into the earth. Allow the whole face to soften, roll those eyes back into their sockets. Relax the creases in the forehead. Bringing the tongue either to your 2 bottom front teeth or to the roof of your mouth. Just perhaps slightly part the lips, so just relaxing the jaw. And then just allow the shoulders just to drop away from you a little bit more towards the earth. Feeling that natural curve in the neck. Moving down the left shoulder, taking your attention, your awareness to the upper arm. Just feel it lightly pressed in the earth if you're lying down. If you're not, if you're seated, just feeling the arm just hanging nice and loose. Just feeling the relaxation, the comfort around the elbow joint. And then from the elbow joint down to the lower arm, forearm. And then down to the wrist and the back of the hand. So if you're lying down, feeling that back left hand against the earth, allow that thumb to soften. Allow the index finger to soften. Allow the middle finger to soften. Allow the ring finger to soften. And allow the pinky finger to soften. Allow the whole hand to soften. Then taking your attention back up to the wrist, soft wrist. soft forearm, lower arm, soft elbow joint, soft upper arm, soft shoulder, and from the shoulder, left shoulder across the shoulder blades to the right shoulder. Just allow that right shoulder just to sink a little bit more deeply into the earth. And then from the upper shoulder, upper right arm, moving down towards the elbow joint, down towards the forearm, and then down towards the wrist, just feeling that whole arm just lightly pressed into the earth. And then coming down to the right hand, soften the right thumb, soften the index finger, soften the middle finger, soften the ring finger, soften the index finger, soften the whole hand. Then from the wrist, back up the forearm, and then up to the elbow joint, to the upper arm, and then up towards the shoulder. And coming towards between the shoulder blades, just start moving down the spine, one vertebrae by vertebrae at a time. Just feeling your whole back softening into the earth or wherever you are seated. Just allow it to soften. As you come down towards the pelvis, just before we move down the pelvis, just taking your awareness to the front of your body, so your chest, your heart. Allow your heart to be open and light. So just for a moment, reminding ourselves of that light, loving, compassionate energy that is surrounding us and that is within us. That's coming from our heart space, and that's creating a sense of softness as well. Allow your belly to soften. As you move down the belly, allow those hips to soften, the pelvis to soften. Moving down the left leg now, the back of the left leg, feel it lightly pressed into the earth. And then coming up towards the left kneecap, the back of the left kneecap, and feel it sinking. Then coming down towards the left calf, feel it lightly pressed. Towards the ankle. And then the back of the heel of the foot. Whole foot is relaxed. Feeling the left big toe relax, soft. Second left toe is soft. Third toe is soft. Fourth toe is soft. And fifth toe. Allow the whole foot to soften. Moving back up to the ankle. And then from the ankle up the calf. To the knee joint. Up towards the upper leg. And then from the upper leg across the pelvis now to the right hip joint. And then just feeling the right upper leg just gently pressed against the earth. And then from here, moving down the right upper leg to the kneecap, back of the kneecap, feeling the right calf just softening there. And then up to the ankle. Ankle is nice and relaxed. Back of the heel is nice and soft. Whole right foot is nice and soft. Soft big toe. Soft second toe. Soft third toe. Soft fourth toe. Soft fifth toe. Now feeling as if the whole body now is soft. So just taking your awareness, your attention back up that right leg now. As you travel back up the right leg. So to the ankle, the kneecap, the upper leg, pelvis, to the belly and then the heart space. And then from your heart space, again, visualizing that nurturing, glowing, bright light of energy, warm and compassionate and loving. And just allow it to fill your whole entire being, even if you need to visualize this. And as you allow it to fill you, filling up your whole body and the space outside of you, I'm just going to allow you to just lie here and breathe with this sense of lightness just for a couple of minutes. Just enjoy the sinking feeling, the light feeling. So just enjoying this light, nurturing energy. And just coming back to your whole body now, coming back to your breath, coming back to your mind. Just feeling hopefully a sense of stillness and relaxation. Preparing yourselves for bed, or perhaps choosing to step into the world with this relaxed feeling. So slowly just start to wriggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe rotating the wrists and the ankles. If you're lying down, then just stretch your arms overhead. Maybe stretching the legs as well. Pointing the toes, full body stretch. And then just gently rolling over onto your side, just into the recovery position. If you're seated like I am, just taking a moment. Now coming from the recovery position into a seated pose. Keeping your eyes closed for a moment. Bring your palms together, rub those palms. Feeling that warmth, that light, that energy, that love and that compassion. And just for a moment, take your hands to your heart. Feeling that warmth, the love, compassion, that tingliness. And perhaps just rub the shoulders, your arms with that energy. And then take your hands to your face, feeling the warmth, feeling the energy. Perhaps opening your eyes, just gazing into the darkness, into that stillness, gazing into love and that loving energy. And then just bring your hands together, palms together to the heart center. I honor the love and the light in all of you, because the love and the light is also within me. Thank you very much for meditating with me this evening.